Hello everyone, welcome to Home Institute. This is your Sushma ma'am. Today we are with the chapter Electricity Class 10 Physics. As we discussed in the previous class about electric current, potential difference and some numericals. Now we are with a new concept in our electricity chapter, that is Ohm's law. Let's discuss about Ohm's law and what is Ohm's law and some numericals we'll discuss in these sessions. Okay. Now, Ohm's law. Before entering into the Ohm's law, I'll ask you one question. What is I, guys? It is electric current. Correct? Electric current. And what is V, guys? Potential difference. Correct? Potential difference. The relationship between this V and I is nothing but Ohm's law, guys. What? The relationship between the potential difference and the current. There is a relationship between electric current and the potential difference. That state where a relationship is there between V and I, that obeys this Ohm's law. Okay, we'll discuss about the relationship between V and I with the help of a circuit. Okay, the potential difference will get generated when the current is flowing in a circuit. Okay, see, whenever the current get generated, definitely there is a movement of more electron. That what we discussed in the previous class and all. More electrons means what, guys? More electrons means more current. Yes, correct. When there is a more current, definitely there is a more pressure in the circuit. Definitely there is an increase of pressure in the circuit. That gives a potential difference, more in potential difference. Correct? Whenever electrons are moving in a circuit, more electrons are moving in a circuit, definitely it generates more current. Whenever the more current is moving in a given circuit, definitely the pressure will be high. That pressure is called as what, guys? Potential difference. If the potential difference is high, the movement of an electron is very easy. Easy flow of an electron is going to be happen whenever the pressure build in a circuit. The movement of an electron will be very easy. What I am telling you, let me explain one more time. In a given circuit, if this circuit has a more electron, guys, more electron, if it liberates more electron, definitely the current will be high. It means more current will get generated. Whenever the current increases, guys, definitely the pressure is also get increases. That pressure is called as an potential difference. Am I right? Yes. That potential difference, when it increases, the flow of an electron will become very easy. Easy flow of an electron is going to be happen with the increase of potential difference. This is the relationship what I am telling you about Ohm's law. When current increases, definitely potential difference also increases. This relationship is called as Ohm's law. Understood? When current increases, V is also increases. What is the meaning of that one, guys? That is, V is directly proportional to I. When I increases, V increases, V increases, I also increases. This is called Ohm's law. Got it? Just now what I told you, potential difference is directly proportional to the electric current. Whenever the potential difference increases, current flow in a circuit also get increases. This relationship is called as an Ohm's law. Understood? Potential difference is directly proportional to the electric current. This is called Ohm's law, guys. Okay? Let us write down the definition of an Ohm's law in a statement wise. Okay? Take down the potential difference V across the ends of the metal wire. That is, you know that, right? Across the ends of the metal wire is directly proportional to the flow of current in a circuit. Flow of current in a circuit, please note down, provided temperature remains constant. Until the temperature remains constant, guys, definitely the potential difference and the electric current are directly proportional. Whenever the vary between our temperature, there is a vary of electric current and also the potential difference. Until unless it is remains constant, definitely the V and I will be same. If V increases, I will also increases. If V decreases, I will also get decreases. But once the temperature get vary in a circuit, the relationship, what I am telling you now, it will get vary. Okay? Please note down this carefully. This is important. V and I are directly proportional. Okay? V is directly proportional to I. Now, take down this. I wanted to remove this proportionality constant. V is equal to Ri. R is an proportionality constant. R resistance. What is resistance? I'll tell you. I wanted to remove this proportionality symbol, so I introduced one proportionality constant called as R, which is nothing but resistance. What is the meaning of this resistance, guy? Obstructions, disturbance in a circuit. The current is flowing in a circuit. Definitely there is a lot of disturbance is there. That obstructions are called as a resistance. What is resistance? Resistance is nothing but an obstruction. Obstruction means disturbance in a circuit. Understood? The obstruction in a circuit is called as, during a flow of current, there are a lot of disturbance will gonna happen. The disturbance is called as a resistance. Resist, opposing to the flow of current. That is something is opposing to the flow. Got it? This V is directly proportional to I. I wanted to remove this proportionality constant. That's why I introduced one proportionality constant, that is R. Correct? That R is nothing but resistance. Got it? That resistance is nothing but obstruction or a disturbance in a flow of current. Okay? Understood? This. Now, note down V. See. Now, write on V is equal to I into R. This is the formula for Ohm's law. Understood? V is equal to I into R, where V is the potential difference, I is electric current, and R is resistance. How to calculate R, guys? R is equal to V divided by I. So this V and I are directly proportional, but this R is inversely proportional to the current, guys. Got it? R is equal to 1 by I. And this R is inversely proportional. This R inversely proportional to I. Whenever I increases, this R will get decreases. Whenever this R increases, this I will get decreases. So this is called inverse proportion. But V and I are directly proportional to each other. Got it? These two formulas are very, very important for an examination point of view. Definitely they'll ask some numericals on the basis of this Ohm's law, and definitely they'll ask you to calculate resistance and all by giving voltage and current. Okay, please note down this. This is very important. Take down whatever I had written on a board in your notes. Okay. Guys, we need to verify the Ohm's law by different cases. There are 3 cases are there, guys. We need to verify the Ohm's law. This is also very important. So, how the Ohm's law verification is going to be happen in a different circuits, you will come to know by these cases. Okay. In the first case, what I had taken something, just note down. I had taken one cell here, one cell I had taken. Okay, the current is passing, the generation of electricity is happening. Here I had taken chromium wire instead of copper, guys. I had taken chromium wire. Chromium wire. What is this chromium wire, guys? It is a mixture of iron, chromium, and the nickel. It is a combination of iron, chromium, and the nickel. So it is the combination of chromium, iron, and the nickel. The combination gives chromium. It is not a normal copper wire. The current flow, what is the difference between a copper wire and the chromium wire means? In the chromium wire, the flow of a current is not so easy as how it passes in a copper wire. Got it? The flow, a current flow cannot be passed easily through this chromium wire. So whatever the current which is passing in a circuit, it cannot get passed easily in a chromium wire and all. You will study more about chromium and all in your higher classes. Just keep one thing in your mind, that current will not flow easily through this chromium wire. Okay. So this is my first case. Take down. I had taken one cell, and the current which is generated in this circuit is about 0.1 ammeter. And how much potential difference is there? Let us take 0.3 volt. 0.1 ampere current is gonna generated, and I'm taking 0.3 volt of potential difference in my case 1. In my case 2, for case 2, guys, as I am taking 2 batteries, I'm taking 2 cells. Same circuit, guys, same circuit. So same circuit is there. Again, I'm taking some chromium wire. This chromium wire is there. Okay, here the chromium wire is there. It got connected with a circuit, and the potential difference is also there. Here I increase the energy. When energy get increases, more flow of electric current. So more flow means what, guys? 0.1 get converted as 0.2 ampere, and here I'll take it as 0.5 volt. What you are observing in a case 1 and case 2, the current get increases from case 1 to case 2 because of the increase of cell, that is energy. In my case 3, I'll write down here. In my case 3, I'll take in case 2, I had taken 2 cells. In case 3, I had taken 3 cells. Again, I'm increasing energy. Definitely, there is an increase of, yes, you are right, current as well as the potential difference. Okay, just try to remember the points. Okay, let me explain one more time. For the verification of Ohm's law, I had taken 3 cases. In my first case, I had taken only 1 cell where it has an 0.1 ampere of current and 0.3 volt of potential difference. In second case, I had taken 2 cell. There is an increase of current, that is 0.2 ampere, and there is an increase of potential difference also 0.5 volt. In my third case that I had taken 3 cells, I'm increasing energies. Please note down this. And there is an increase of ammeter. That is, what is the measurement here in the current is also get increases about 0.3 ampere, and also potential difference will also get increases. Try to remember this one, guys. Okay. Please note down carefully. Okay. Okay. Now I'll explain you one thing. Let me note down the records, whatever I had mentioned in the 3 cases. What we need to write, guys? This is very important. Number of cells, I, V, and also R. R is equal to what? V is equal to I. IR means what? Tell me. R is equal to V by I. V by I. Okay. I'll write on here. R is equal to V by I. This is, I'll take first cell, 2 cell and 3 cell. For first one, I is how much, guy? 0.1. This is voltage is 0.3 volt. For the second one, it is 0.2 and it is around 0.5 volt. And here I will take 0.3. Now it is 0.7 volt. 0.3 divided by 0.1, that is V by I, it is almost around 2.5. Here also around 2.5. Here also it is 2. Note down this. The resistance becomes constant. Okay, the resistance in a given circuit is constant. Getting? Yes. For the calculation of V by I, 0.3 divided by 0.1, it is around 2.5. Here also it is 2.5. Here also it comes as a 2.5. Okay. Let us come to one conclusion by plotting a graph. Okay. Just note down this one. I'll plot a graph by using this data. Okay. On x-axis, I have taken down values of current. On a y-axis, I have taken down the values of voltage. See, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on is there. And here I'll take measurements 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. For 0.1, it is how much, guys? It will come around 0.3, 0.5. It will come around here. Okay. Okay. For 0.2, it is of exactly to the 0.5, and for 0.3, it will come exactly here. Just the whatever the graph that is given for the values of V and I, it is uniform. It is straight line, correct? This is straight line. So it means uniform. By this graph, we can easily calculate the resistance of a circuit, correct? That we can easily calculate the resistance of a circuit. How, ma'am? This is R is equal to V by I. Take any one note down, just any one record. What is here? I'll take V is how much, guys? V is, let us take 0.3. 0.3 divided by I, how much? 0.1. So you will get 2.5 as your resistance. This is very important. Whatever the graph we mentioned, by using the information of V and I from the cases, case 1, case 2 and case 3, we came to one conclusion that the graph, whatever that is coming with the help of V and I recordings, it is straight line. That is definitely V and I are directly proportional. As V increases, I is also increases. As I increases, V is also get increases. And from this information, we can easily calculate our resistance of a given circuit. How much disturbance is happened during the flow of this much of current with the pressure, that is potential difference of this much. The sum disturbance got happened, that can also be calculated by using a simple formula, that is V by I. So what is the relationship between V and I and R is V is equal to IR. So this relationship got satisfied by this graph. Hope you all understood this concept, and please do watch my video till end. Then only you will come to know about the entire concept and all. Okay? Guys, let's solve some numericals on Ohm's law. One thing note down, resistance is mentioned in terms of ohms. This symbol is called as ohms, guys. Okay, the unit of this resistance is ohms. The symbol for resistance is ohm. Okay, we mentioning the unit for resistance is by this symbol, guys. Okay, this is also very important. Okay, whenever this symbol comes in a problem, just take down directly, that is your resistance. This is a simple hint. Okay, come back. This is what they had given some information regarding the current bulb, how the electric bulb is drawn and all, how much voltage is there and everything that mentioned in this problem. What I told you in my previous videos and all, first you have to note down the given. Then it is very easy for the problem solving techniques and all. These are the simple techniques, guys. Please don't forget these simple techniques. Okay, what they had given, just take down given V is how much, guys? 220 volt, and R is about 1200 ohms. Okay, and R is 1200 ohm. How much current? What they had given? You have to calculate the current, means I. Okay, V is equal to I into R. They had given V, they had given R, but we need to calculate I. Correct? In this is a formula for what, guys? Ohm's law. Whenever the given, if it consists V, R and I, definitely these problems are based on the one law, that is Ohm's law. Okay, directly just write down the formula and easily just calculate the terms whichever necessary and all. Okay, V by I is equal to what, guys? R. It means R is equal to, V is how much? 220 divided by 120, will get cancelled. How much it will come? Around okay. Wherever you get the information regarding V, R and I, it is purely on a based a problem of Ohm's law. Okay, just write down this relationship and just solve the problem easily. So what we need to calculate? I. So V by R is equal to your I. It implies I is equal to how much? V is how much? 220 divided by 1200. It is equal to around 0.18 ampere. So what is your answer? 0.18 amperes. Okay. Let me tell you one more time. Now, how much current will an electric bulb drawn from a 220 volt of a source? They had given the potential difference, that is V is 220. They wanted you to calculate the current, how much current is there, how much current is flowing in the circuit by if the resistance of a filament, the disturbance of a filament has how much is 1200 ohm. This symbol represents a resistance. Okay, take down the given points that V is 220 and R is 1200 ohm and I we don't know. That one only we have to calculate. There is a relationship is there between V, I and R, that is V is equal to IR by Ohm's law. So we can easily calculate any one term if two are given. So V by R is equal to I. So I is equal to 220 divided by 1200. It is around 0.18 ampere. This is your final answer. Note down. This is your second problem in a NCERT textbook. What they had given, potential difference between terminals of electric heater is 60 volt. What they had given, that is V is equal to how much, guys? 60 volt. When it draws a current, I is equal to 4A. Correct? From a source. Now, please careful. What current will the heater draw if the potential difference is increased? They are increasing the potential difference. They are increasing the potential difference. How much, guys? 120 volt. Correct? They are increasing the potential difference 120 volt. They are asking you to calculate the current at this potential difference. You know V and I, and we know the formula V is equal to I into R. We have to calculate I, that is equal to V divided by R. But we don't know R. We don't know R. How we are calculating this R? By this. By this. By this information, it is easy. You can calculate the R. Am I right? V is equal to how much, guys? I into R. R is equal to V divided by I. 60 divided by 4. How much, guys? This is around 15 ohms. What is your R that you got? 15 ohms. Let me explain one more time. Potential difference between the terminals of an electric heater is 60 volt. And when it draws about current 4 ampere from a source. This is your given. And now they are increasing the potential difference in the heater. And they wanted you to calculate if the potential difference get increases to 60 to 120, what will be the current? For the calculation purpose, we know one formula, that is V is equal to I into R. What is I, guys? V divided by R. But we don't know R. We don't know R. How to get that R? By this information. Okay, by this information, you can easily get R by putting this 60 volt and a 4 ampere. That when it divides voltage, when it divides with a current, definitely you will get resistance. How much we got? 15 ohms. Now, I is equal to, what is V guys? 120 divided by 15. How much? How much it is? 8 ampere. Correct? There is one logic is there in this problem. What I told you in the explanation of Ohm's law, when potential difference increases and current is also get increases. Just look at the problem. What they had given? 60 volt of potential difference get increased to 120 volt. That means double time it got increased. 60 into 2, it is 120 volt. Correct? It is very easy. How much potential difference is get increased? That much only current has to get increased. Correct? I is how much? 4 ampere. It has to get increased for 2 times. 4 into 2, 8 ampere. There is a logic is there. By seeing the problem only you can easily calculate. But for that type of logic you won't get any marks. But by observing the given data, you can easily calculate the current by knowing the terms, the relationship between V and I. Okay? But you have to mention all these things and you have to calculate, you have to show with a in a calculated manner only. Okay? But there is a logic is there. That logic is also important. Okay? Take down. This is your next problem in a NCERT textbook. What they had given, when 12 volt of battery is connected to a resistor, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere. Find resistance of a resistor. What they had given, just write down given point. What they had given, V is equal to how much guys? 12 volt. And the current I is equal to 2.5 millimeter, that is 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. 1 milliammeter means 10 to whatever the current is there, that should be get multiplied with a 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere. This is your I, and what you need to calculate, the resistance of a resistor. The resistance of a resistor we need to calculate. Now V is equal to I into R, that R is equal to V divided by I. Means R is equal to, what is V guys? 12 divided by I. How much? 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. How much you will get? How much you will get? Just calculate and tell me. Got the answer? Yes. This is how much? 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. If it goes in the reciprocal way, it will become as a plus 3. 4.8 into 10 to the power of 3 ohms. This is your resistance of a given resistor. 10 to the power of 3 means what guys? How much? 1000. What is 10 to the power of 3? Yes, 1000. R is equal to 4.8 kilo ohms. Because 10 to the power of 3 means 1000. It's nothing but 1 kilo. Okay? This is the third problem. What they had given? They had given V and I, which is in the term of milliammeter. You have to convert that into a ampere, that is 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere. Because it is in the form of milliampere, you have to convert it into ampere form. We have to calculate R by one formula, V is equal to I into R. R is equal to V divided by I. Just note down the whatever the terms they had given. 12 divided by 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. It is around 4.8 into 10 to the power of 3 ohms. 10 to the power of 3 means kilo. So I can write down 4.8 kilo ohms. Okay. This is also very important, guys. This is a problem regarding graph. What they had given? They had given a readings of I and V. You need to plot a graph by using this information, and you have to calculate the resistance. That is already I had told you how to calculate the resistance. R is equal to V by I. First, before calculating the resistance and all, you need to plot a graph. I'll show you how to plot a graph. So I'll plot a graph by using a given data. For 0.5 ampere, how much it is? It is around 1.6, correct? I'll note down here. For 1.0, it is around 3.4. Okay. For 2 ampere, it is around how much, guys? 6 point something. Okay. For the 3 ampere, it is around how much, guys? It is 10.2. Come here, okay? Okay. For 4 ampere, it is around 13.2. Okay, I'll take here. Okay. The graph, just look at the graph. The graph is uniformly, the graph is of straight line. You got a straight line for the graph. Okay, the graph is very important. So just this recording is important that you can mention, or it is not necessary, but what I'm telling you, just mention the terms. That's it. Okay. By this graph, you have to calculate the R. Okay, R is equal to how much, guys? V by I. I'll take the highest number of current and the highest number of voltage. Okay, that is V is how much, guys? I'll take the, which one is the highest voltage? That is around how much it is? V highest number of V is 13.2 divided by highest number of I is how much, guys? 4.0. How much you will get? Just tell me. Huh? R is equal to 3.3 ohms. Anyhow, it is a uniform graph and it is a straight line. For every Vi and I, you will get 3.33 ohms. 3.33 ohms. Okay. Note down this. And one thing I wanted to tell you, whatever I'm writing on a board, please note down this, whatever entire information in your how to solve a different kind of problems and all. Okay, these are all the problems which are there in your NCERT textbook. I solved almost all the variety of problems. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.